what do you say to the people that are vocal online about your involvement in this and how they are like, oh, I hope they don't ruin it. Like, what do you say to those people? Does that bother you at all?
I guess I think it's understandable because the first movie is so beloved, and the soundscape and world that was created by the first music team is undeniable. But I say that I'm just grateful that we were given the opportunity to work on this project because, like I said, when we booked it, like we were going through a similar experience to Moana, and that gave us the opportunity to write for her as if she were our peer and like step into her shoes in a way that I've definitely never been able to do as a songwriter. And I think like the pressure is on in the best way. Like it created a pressure cooker that sort of made us step up to the plate and be the best composers, songwriters that we can be. And I think that was a wonderful advantage to us getting this job, and that we took it very seriously, and we know how important this movie is to the entire world, and it became that important to us when we got this job.
Yeah, I mean, I think comments like that, it's hard not to let it affect you a little bit, right? But at the same time,
yeah,
as they'll soon find out, that, you know, all the characters in Moana have grown and evolved in this new one because time has passed. And a big message of the movie, there was a quote that was plastered on the wall of our story room since the first day that we started, was that you never stop discovering who you are. And for us, it's about accepting all the versions of ourselves that we become, because we never stop changing and we never stop growing. And it's important to grow with yourself and accept all the new versions of you. And the music needs to evolve too. And it's really, really cool to write for a peer because it was so easy to slip into her mind as a young woman trying to find her place in the world. And I think we gave her a bit of a different perspective because, you know, she's a little less naive now. She knows the good and the bad of the world. And also, we're 1/3 of a team. You know, Lynn worked with Obadiah and Mark, and so did we. And so we certainly did not do this alone. And it takes a village, and the village is growing.
Yeah, that's a great way to explain it. Stepping into a franchise, a beloved franchise, is always, I can speak from experience, that it's terrifying sometimes. Yeah. You know, when the fan base is so vocal either way, there will always be people that you can't win over, and that is just the way that it is, and that's life. And that was something that for me I had to realize, because one negative comment is so much louder than 100 positive comments.
Oh my God, you're so right. Like I will go scrolling and I'll see a bunch of good ones, and then I'm like, oh, it's fine.
It happens.
But what our agent Richard, who signed me when I was 16, so I've known him for a long time, and he's seen a lot of versions of me. He's like, I've represented Alan Menken for a million years. He reps Pasek and Paul, and he's seen them through a lot of ups and downs. And he's like, 1/3 is going to love it, 1/3 is going to hate it, and 1/3 is not going to give a shit. You know, it's like, if you go in knowing that there's always going to be two sides of the coin, people are always going to have an opinion. It is what it is. It's life. You know, you can't win them all.
Right.
No.
So.
No, you cannot.